Welcome to TradeTheMBA.com. This is John. This reports for the 11th of October, and yesterday, well, it was good range again. We dipped all the way down towards the 38% level, and then boom, like I've said, once you get above the 50%, that's where to ride it. And we got the green crossover of cyan, which clarified the continued long push, though without this reset, obviously, of the steel. Short-lived, probably. But DOC red moved into a new zone, 12.39 range, so all the things are moving in the right direction for bulls, despite kind of a constant drumbeat that everything should be going to hell in a handbasket. Likewise, spider reversal from the bearish move of the NASDAQ to bullish as well, with the continued rising. Some people say it's the China talks, this, that, and the other. There's always going to be some justification. But the reality is the near fix of the euro situation may be in place. That's given a lot of bid back to the euro, even though it's a disaster. I mean, we just saw the other day that even the Greeks are offering negative yield treasuries. So when that can happen, you know, things are just very strange. And so euro's rallying back off of its strong depression. We saw that happening as it was building here on the red DOC. So just a question of when we get that sell, and we know what the target's going to be, all the way back down to that 108.7 level. And oil still maintaining relatively low and depressed, though it is interesting because I just saw the other day that gas prices in LA are $5 a gallon, given what we're seeing here from oil prices. That's just a really messed up situation, not really reflecting supply and demand or what the market price is. But I think we can agree that California has really messed things up quite a bit. That's neither here nor there, because gold is still not going to pop too much off of that kind of negative news, because that's all generally positive for the regular economy and reduces fear. Certainly no conflict is going to be taking place in Syria. The Iran situation diffused. Of course, there's North Korea always still in the background, but things are relatively stable, and that is kind of keeping things in a push. Everyone's still waiting for that eventual inflationary explosion, but it has not taken place yet, and until it does, gold's sort of in a holding pattern. At this particular point, we started the morning off a little bit. Actually, I got to slide back just a fraction to show the beginning stages of it as we broke down, and then we started to create these little mini buy configurations within, and they got stronger and stronger as we went, and then it pretty much just was a ride all the way up all day long, cyan under red. And even when you did get a move of cyan above red, they're coming from these steel resets that are all the way down at the bottom. It's like this full DOC spread right here taking place, or even the one over here where you get the cyan moving up. They're taking place under steel having completely maintained itself all the way underneath. The closest one that could have had a chance was this spike right here, but it never gave DOC spread as far as the cyan moving above red at that point and green coming across. This was the cleanest one. You just kind of expected a short live move. You got a little bit of the dip below the red line, so figured it might take a little bit longer than some of the quicker ones, which in fact it did. Because of that, came down through, made the low, and then popped fractionally, and then took it out to fill in the dip below the red line, and then of course produced it under positive green aspect, and then from there it was just a matter of taking the bid and letting it go from there. And that's still where we're at with this setup. So plenty of new money into the situation. Right up here at the 2952 resistance level, and we're going to be pushing right back towards the 3000. But again, everything's still in the same range areas. Still have that 23, the 2905, and then below at the 80. So that's been the range recently. No reason to think that it's just going to get too out of hand. But if we're able to break above that 52 and hold it there, then of course then we're going to be moving to those upper ones in the 80s. And then if you get past 85, we always suspect that you're going to reach the big century number. It's just sort of like a magnet to it. But we'll keep following it. As always, though, anything unique or interesting, I will certainly put it up, and we will attack any any special kind of configurations, but this one again, good volatility, but mostly one directionally to the upside. Trade well. Talk to you soon.